It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl, the science quiz program here at the Prince George's Schools, where we bring together outstanding elementary and middle school students and test their science literacy. Play along with us today. See how many of these questions you can get right as well. Today, 2 outstanding elementary schools here from MotherJones and Valley View. Let's meet them right now. MotherJones, nice to have you here. Elliot, wave to everybody at home. He's joined by their captain, Chrisley. Hey, Chrisley, good to have you here. They're all wearing matching shirts over there. They look terrific. Leonel is here. Wave to everybody. Everyone at home is cheering for him as well. They're playing against Valley View. Say hello to Adam. Hey, Adam. They've got matching shirts, too. These look terrific. Julia is their captain over there. She's got the buzzer. She's ready to go. And Destiny, boy, you should have seen and heard her in the practice round. She is definitely ready. Here on the Science Bowl, we have 6 categories of questions, and if you're not familiar with our show, here they are now.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing, and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's science potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, our game board reflects the question difficulties. The easier ones are worth 5 and 10 on the left-hand side. They get increasingly difficult, 15, 20, 25, the toughest of them all. Both teams start out at 50 points. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. At the end of the 2 rounds today, one of these 2 good-looking, talented teams will come back to play our game again and perhaps advance to the semifinals in this, our 39th year of competition. Let's go over and make sure everything is working properly. Chrissy, would you try your buzzer for us? It looks good. It sounds good. Good luck to you, Elliot, and to Leonel. And Julia, how about the green team? Push your buzzer. It looks and sounds equally good. Good luck to you and to Adam and to Destiny. I can tell we're going to have a good game here today. We're so proud of you and so happy you're here. May the better team win. We go alphabetically M before V. So MotherJones, Chrisley, you get to choose first. Let's go. Pick one.
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15 points. Teams, this D initialed word that means falling off describes trees that lose their leaves in the fall. That's also the name given to the baby teeth that fall out of your gums. What D initialed word is that? Valley View.
Deciduous?
It is deciduous, absolutely right. Your deciduous teeth fall out, your baby teeth, and deciduous trees, they're not the ones that have cones on. They're the ones like maple trees that drop their leaves. All right, nicely done. Good start, Valley View. Go. Julia, you pick.
Zoo parade for 10.
Zoo for 10. Yes, ma'am. Here we go. Kiwi birds are neat little birds. You find them in New Zealand. They can't fly, and they have nostrils at the end of their beak because they smell for worms in the soil. Those kiwi birds, they also have these kinds of hair like a cat has to avoid getting stuck in tight spaces. What kind of hairs are those that are found on cats? Valley View. What you got, Julia?
Whiskers?
Say it again.
Whiskers?
Whiskers, absolutely right. Yeah, because a cat, if you snip its whiskers, it's going to knock into things. It's a way of kind of sensing where you are, and those kiwis have them as well as they're digging around for worms, which makes sense. Evolution did a nice job there. Okay, go again, green.
Dateline Science for 10.
Dateline for 10 points. 2 astronauts, you've probably heard about this. They've been stuck in space for almost a year. They thought they were going to stay just for a week. That happened because their spaceship developed problems with its thrusters and a leak of this gas, which is the second element on that periodic table. If you know the periodic table, what is the second element? The gas that was leaking from the spacecraft that was supposed to bring them home again. Mother Jones.
Helium.
Helium, you got that. Nicely done. You're in the game. Go, red.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. The red color in fall leaves, caused by a pigment called anthocyanin, is a kind of SPF, helping to protect the leaves from getting what? You wouldn't normally think of leaves getting this. It keeps them from getting what, Chrisley?
Wet.
Not wet, that's a good try. SPF is a chemical and it helps to keep the leaves from getting what? Something you wouldn't think leaves would have to worry about. Sunburn. Sunburn. Go again, please, red. Chrisley.
Physical for 20 points.
Let's see if there's a 4.
20 points.
20 points. All right, here's your question. 2-part answer. Now, you knew the chemicals before. You knew helium. Let's see if you know these. How many of you have a cell phone? Yeah, all of us, yeah. The lithium-ion batteries, which power those cell phones, depend on hard-to-reach and expensive elements like those with the chemical symbols capital C small o and capital N small I. Can you give me either one of those? Capital C small o, or capital N small I. Either one of those chemical elements, I'll give you your 20 points. Come on, Chrisley.
Copper.
Not copper. Good try. Good try. Capital C small o, capital N small I. Either one.
Nickel.
Nickel. There's the Ni, yeah. And CO is cobalt. Good answer. Good. Go, green.
Green things for 5.
Green for 5. You know, you might say that these plant parts are Earth's kitchen, since they make the food that all life depends on. What part of the plant is where the kitchen is actually found? Chrisley.
Leaves.
The leaves, that's right. That's where that photosynthesis takes place. Nice answer. Absolutely right. Ooh, we got a good game going here. 65-95. Chrisley, red, go.
Super 8
It's
for
okay.
25.
Don't worry about that. Go ahead.
Super 8 for 25.
Super 8 for 25. Big one in that category. Let's see if you know the kind of the nasty things that live in America here. It turns out that the venom from these G-initialed poisonous lizards that live in the southwestern United States are instrumental in making Ozempic the drug that is used for losing weight. Name this poisonous lizard that lives in the southwest. It begins with the letter G. All right, get yourselves 25 points, and you could almost tie this thing up. Come on, Chrisley.
Pass it to Lionel.
Lionel.
Gecko.
It does begin with a G. That's a good try. That's not quite right. The buzzer is rung, but Valley, I can give you those points if you can tell me that G-initialed poisonous lizard that lives in the southwestern desert. There's something down there called the Mexican beaded lizard, and there's something called the Gila monster. G-I-L-A, the Gila monster. It's kind of red and black. All right, no points there, but the buzzer says the first round's over. You guys are playing great. 65 for Mother Jones, 95 Valley View. We'll be back with round 2 in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back to Science Bowl. Round 2 straight ahead. 2 great teams here. And let's find out about our players and the schools they attend. Let's go first to Mother Jones. Mary Harris Mother Jones, technically. Chrisley, tell us about your school. Who's your principal?
Our principal is Dr. Quinones.
And Dr. Quinones is here. She is amazing. She got this team organized, she and Miss Ford, and you guys are the proof of all the work they put into this. Tell me something, who are the alternates on your team? Do you have some alternates? I think I saw them. Just their first names.
Natalie and Eric.
And we'll bring them out in just a few moments. They are an integral part of this team. I know they trained with you guys here. Tell us something about your school that you think people really should know. What should they know about Mother Jones Elementary School? Something you're proud of, something maybe an extracurricular activity or some festival you put on. What do you think?
They teach us how to play the piano.
Mm-hmm.
We also have after-school programs.
After-school programs, those are very important as well. I've been to Mother Jones and other times. I remember walking in, you have flags all down that main corridor because there's so many different countries represented there. And it's a beautiful school. And you were great kids too. We're happy to have you here. Let's find out about yourself. What do you do in your spare time, Chrisley?
On my spare time, I practice soccer.
Yeah. Do you play on a team?
No.
No, that could be coming here. It's always good. Healthy mind, healthy body, they go together. What would you like to do someday when you get older?
I would like to be a plane engineer.
A plane engineer. Yeah, we were talking about aerospace engineering. Yeah, so you'd like to get design. The planes keep getting bigger and faster, and there used to be one called the supersonic transport, and they're bringing that back. It's a very thin plane, almost like a paper airplane on steroids. It's huge. You're playing a nice game. Leonel, tell us about yourself. Why did you want to be on the Science Bowl?
Oh, I wanted to be in the Science Bowl because it was a really great program that I saw, and I really like science, and I'm really interested into science.
Yeah, we love having you here. You have great enthusiasm. We like that you like the show, and we are here to learn what you know, and I hope you take away things from us that you didn't know before. So it goes both ways. Good luck in the second half. Elliot, tell me about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I like to draw. I like to watch TV. Like, my favorite TV show is Naruto.
Yes.
And I don't really do much active stuff, but I do have a favorite sport, which is tennis. Yeah. And I'm really good at it.
Listen, childhood is a time for discovering all kinds of things. And, sometimes you discover something suggested by a TV show, maybe a friend gets you involved in something. So, yeah, whatever you're doing, and makes you a good student and a good person, you're doing the right thing. Any plans for the future? Elliot, what would you like to do one day?
Well, I'd like to be a scientist.
Oh, boy, that's music to my ears. Leonel, I didn't ask you that. What would you like to do one day?
I would like to be a pilot and a mechanical engineer.
Wow. And you said you wanted to be an unlikely hero? Kind of swoop in when everything is going wrong. You're kind of like Superman, and making everything right. I like that. All right, let's go over to Valley View. Valley View, Julia, who's your principal?
Our principal is Dr. Kimberly Petway.
Wonderful. And I know she's proud of you guys. And like I say, you have not been here in many, many years. It's so nice to have Valley View back, and those beautiful shirts you have on, just like the ones over at MotherJones. Who's your coach, Julia?
We have two coaches. Mrs. Pamela Pugh and Miss Latney.
Wonderful. And I know they've been working hard with you because you guys are kind of at the tail end. You've had all year to kind of prepare for this, and I know you've taken advantage of that. Any alternates on your team? I saw some out here. Can you give us their first names?
We have two alternates, Jamie and Kennedy, and two supportive alternates at the school. Their names are Zaire and Aaron.
Wow, so it was a real school-wide effort there. That's nice to hear. Julia, tell us about yourself. What do you hope to do someday? Do you have professional? I know you told me you like to write, and you entered the Write-A-Book contest. Would you like to be an author one day?
Yes, I would. I actually have this story idea. It's about a girl who makes friends with an alien.
Ooh, see, that is a great young adult theme, and I hope you take that. Hope you enter the Write-A-Book contest again this year, and you're doing a real nice job there. I like how you're listening to Destiny and Adams and coming up with some group think over there. Destiny, tell me how you know so much science. Everything I asked, your eyes light up. How do you know so much?
I like to watch mostly about documentaries about certain animals, like National Geographic, and mostly because of sometimes I like to watch videos about space in my free time. Mostly I watch videos about animals, though.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, animals are fascinating. Any thought to maybe being a veterinarian or something like that one day? What are your goals? What would you like to do one day?
So, my main goal is to become a scientist because I think science has always been a huge interest to me.
And I can tell that. And I have to ask, is that a hawk on your shirt there?
It's actually a falcon.
Very nice, a falcon. All right. The falcons are soaring today. Adam, nice to have you here. You're a sports person. Yeah, what sports do you play?
I play soccer and some basketball, but my favorite sport is volleyball.
Very good, very good. Yeah, volleyball is great. It gets you outside, and if you learn how to spike that ball, you're in good shape there. What do you want to do someday, Adam?
Something I want to do someday is become an astronaut and explore more about planets beyond the Earth.
Yeah, there's a lot out there. You know, we on Earth here, we're a tiny, tiny little speck in the universe here. It's humbling. So yeah, that's a great ambition. Let's get back into the game. 95 for Valley View, 65 for MotherJones. Last correct answer came from the red team. So Chrisley, let's go.
Body systems for 15 points.
Body systems for 15. Harmful substances in your body, if they have to be broken down, detoxified, they go to this largest of your internal organs. It's the job of that organ to detoxify harmful substances. Name that organ. Name that organ, Valley View.
Intestines?
Not intestines, good try. The largest of your internal organs. It is an organ where bad substances get detoxified. What you got? Chrisley? Leandro, what's your answer?
The liver.
The liver, you got it. I saw you. I read your lips. Liver is correct. Go red.
Let's get physical for 15 points.
Physical for 15. All right. Since gold, silver, and platinum were created when massive stars exploded, they are not homegrown here on Earth. Oh no. They are ETs. ET stands for what? Valley View.
Extraterrestrial.
They are extraterrestrial chemicals. You got that right. Good. There was a long ago movie called E.T. I've heard about. If it's ever on Netflix, look at it. It's a funny little guy, but he's likable. Go again, green.
Zoo parade for 5.
Zoo for 5. In 1922, the Australian government declared these cuddly marsupials endangered because fires destroy the eucalyptus trees they favor. Name that marsupial. Chrisley.
Koalas?
The koala, that's right. Thank you, Elliot. Good help on that. All right, score's getting close. 85-110. All right, good. Go red. Advantage.
Green things for 25 points.
Green things for 25 is a visual question. Look at the monitor in our studio here and look at this picture. What familiar house plant, which produces more oxygen than any other plant and removes lots of bacteria from the air, produces a sticky latex that you see there that is used in making tires? MotherJones.
Rubber trees?
Rubber tree. It is a rubber tree. Absolutely right. Good. And that's how they harvest that latex. All right. Look at that score. 110 all. Go red.
Let's get physical for 25 points.
Physical for 25, the big one in that category. All right. Two-part answer. Listen, everybody. On February 28th, not too long ago, because of clear skies, a rare astronomical lineup that we could see on Earth. All 7 planets, 5 of them with the naked eye, and these 2 with binoculars or telescopes. Name those 2 planets that you could see that night with binoculars or telescopes. All right, I need both of them. All right, let's break this tie. MotherJones?
Venus and Mars?
Not Venus and Mars, good try. All the planets were visible recently. You could see most of them with the naked eye. But with 2 of them, you needed either binoculars or telescopes. Can you tell us what they are, Valley View?
Uranus and Neptune.
You got them. That's exactly what we wanted to hear. The farthest one's out. Good. Go green.
Dateline Science for 5.
Dateline Science for 5 points. Scientists have recently discovered the remains of a 35,000-year-old kitten who, had it grown up, would have been what kind of ancient cat best known for huge dentition? What was it? What was it, Valley View?
Saber-toothed cat or saber-toothed tiger?
That's exactly what it was. Yes, dentition refers to teeth, and you listened very carefully. You did a nice job on that. All right, go. Green.
Body systems for 10.
Body for 10. One of the symptoms, get this, of a disease called walking pneumonia that more young people are developing is the appearance in the ear of one of these fluid-filled bubbles that we're always told, don't break them. Any idea? Correct answer is blisters. Blisters. If you get a blister on your foot, don't break it, because then you expose that raw skin underneath and it's very painful. All right, no points. Go again. Green.
Science potpourri for 5.
Potpourri for 5 points. Only if you weighed 950 pounds would you be able to crush one of these familiar plastic building blocks that are so sturdy you can build a tower 100 feet high because they don't succumb to pressure. Don't step on them. They hurt. Valley View.
I pass it to Adam.
Legos? Legos, absolutely right. Yeah, you can crush a Lego. Yeah, 950 pounds. That's what it would take for that thing to crush. That's amazing. Go green.
Let's get physical for 10.
Physical for 10 points. If you've ever made mayonnaise, if you're a cook, instead of opening a jar, you can make your own mayonnaise. It's an emulsion made of egg, oil, and one of these kinds of chemicals like vinegar. Vinegar is what kind of chemical? Valley View.
Acid?
It is an acid, that's right. If you mix that acid with that oil and that egg, you got yourself some mayonnaise without paying Hellman's. Good. Go green.
Zoo parade for 15.
Zoo parade for 15. Come on, MotherJones, let's get back in. Zoo parade for 15 points is a multiple choice, and it's another picture. Look at that picture in the studio here. Let's show you a bug. That's a stink bug. And yeah, if you step on it, it stinks. It's one of the actual true bugs. It's a member of the order, let me spell it for you, Hemiptera, 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 which means, which of the following? All of the bugs have half wings, just one eye, or a short abdomen. Which of those? Chrisley.
Short abdomen?
Not short abdomen, good try. Hemiptera says all of those bugs have half wings, just one eye, or a short abdomen. Valley View.
Half wings?
Half wings, yes. Hemi means half, like a hemisphere, north and south hemisphere. Right and left hemispheres of the brain. All right, go again, please, green. Come on, guys, you need some points here, red.
Science potpourri for 15.
Science potpourri for 15 points. You know, the pandemic was 5 years ago. Everyone was getting vaccinated. If enough people get vaccinated that it's unlikely a disease will spread, it's called what? H-initialed kind of immunity, the same word that describes a large group of cows. Valley View.
Herd.
Herd. You have herd immunity. Absolutely right. Okay, go again.
Let's get physical for 5.
Physical for 5 points. So valuable was this condiment that a lot of us use on our food all the time that ancient Greeks were actually paid with it, hence the name salary, S-A-L-A-R-Y. The chemical name of that condiment is sodium chloride. What do we call it? Valley View?
Salt.
Salt, that's right, salt. You shake that on. Salary, salt. People were paid in salt. I don't know about that. You know, give me some cash. Good, go green. Julia?
Body systems for 5.
Body for 5. If you're emphasizing what you say, you might tell the listener, please read my what? Chrisley.
Eyes.
Not your eyes. Please read my what?
Lips.
Lips. Read my lips. Absolutely right. Thank you, Destiny. Good assist there. Go green. Julia?
Green things for 10.
Green for 10. While animals can shed their fur and crabs can shed their exoskeletons, trees like sycamores can shed their what? What can trees shed? Come on, Chrisley.
Pass it to Lionel.
Their bark?
Their bark. You got it, Lionel. Absolutely right. Yeah, they have a nice smooth bark underneath. Good. Red, come on. You got some territory to make up here.
25 for Daylight Science.
25 for Dateline, did you say?
Yeah.
All right, the big one in Dateline. Here's your question. There's a new kids show on PBS called Carl the Collector. It's about a raccoon who has this A-initial condition that afflicts many human children who are hypersensitive? Give me that A initial condition. Come on, Mother Jones.
Autism?
Autism, you got that, absolutely right. That's, you needed those points. Thanks, Elliot, for your help too. Go Red, come on, let's go. Chrisley?
Science potpourri for 20.
Science potpourri for 20 points. A tunnel that cuts through space and time, part of Einstein's theory of relativity, is known as this kind of W-initialed hole named for a wriggling invertebrate. What kind of hole is it, Value? You may answer.
Wormhole.
It's a wormhole, absolutely right. The buzzer has sounded. Our game is over. We're going to double check that score and come back with you in just a moment. Two great teams here today. Don't go away. And welcome back. Well, all 6 of our players, in fact, everybody on this stage now, destined to be YouTube stars. What a great game. We hope you enjoyed it as much at home as we did here in the studio, and they are all winners out there. Our final tally today is MotherJones 145, Valley View 215. Congratulations, Valley View. Let's give them a round of applause over there. And Julia, even though your J is tilted over there, we know who you are. Could you please tell us all the people standing behind you there?
So Miss Latney is behind Adam, then there's Kennedy and Jamie, Miss Pugh, and Dr. Petway.
Wonderful. Congratulations, guys. You made us wait a long time to see you, but it was worth the wait. And a round of applause for this MotherJones team over here. My gosh, they came in with smiles. They still have them because they brought so much honor to their school. Chrisley, tell us who's back there.
Dr. Quinones,
Yes.
Eric, Natalie, and Miss Ford.
Wonderful. Thank you all for being here. You played a great game, and you know, you got in at the last minute here, and we're so glad you got to play this year. And I love those shirts. Thank you for watching, too. We hope to see you next time on another edition of Science Bowl. Until then, I'm Mr. Z. Bye-bye now.